If you had to pick a number one trait for a lineman, just say, give me this guy, give me this trait, what would that be for somebody that would play for you?
Again, length. You know,
Length.
you can't coach length. You know, and again, that's a great thing about the Cowboys. They've done a great job here with the offensive linemen here that have length in the sense of talking about, you know, with the arms and so forth. And you really kind of emphasize first significant touch, you know, getting your hands on the defender before he gets his hands on you. So that's really a significant thing that we're looking for.
When you talk about length, let's go back to this real quick. How do you not start with Matt Waletzko, right? When I went back and rewatched Matt Waletzko, here's what I'll say about him last year. By the way, 36 and 1/8 inch arms puts him at the 92 percentile among tackles. So when you talk about length, Matt Waletzko is a guy that has length in spades. But when I went back and watched Matt Waletzko, I'm gonna say this first. He was much better than Josh Ball. I will give him that. He looked more comfortable over there. He looked more sure of himself over there. He was much better than Josh Ball. And the one and only game that he played, if you guys remember, he injured the shoulder in training camp, did not come back until the very end of training camp to play in this Seattle game. But at the end of the day, I do think if Waletzko had to play, would he have been better than Ball? Sure. But would he have been better than Jason Peters? Would he have been better than the other guy? I don't think so. I don't think Matt Waletzko would have been a guy year one you were ready to count on. That's something that going into the season, we were saying. He needed to be a guy that was a reserve that can get in the weight room, can build up his game, get stronger, get better. Hopefully, that's what happens. If he gets better at the point of attack, stronger at the point of attack, a little better with his hands, right? When you watch this game, I thought you saw him deal with, and again, this is preseason last year against Seattle, so I'm not trying to take it totally out of context here. But when you're looking at linemen, I think you're not necessarily trying to look at the competition they're playing. You're trying to look at the movements. You're trying to look at the technique. How's his hand placement? What is his anchor like? How is he firing out? Is he shooting fast? Is he confident? And I think you saw some of the positives about Waletzko, and you saw some of the things that said, okay, he's got to get better in this aspect. You saw the potential, but you saw the flaws. And there's one right there, the strength, right? The anchor. At 6'8", it's tough to sit that, as they say, sit that ass down and get dug in for guys that are going to be stronger, the Boses of the world that's going to push against you. But he's nimble. He's got the athleticism. He's got the length. I definitely think he has the IQ. I think it's better than Josh Ball's. In fact, I'd argue, he dealt with some of those stunts a little better than some other guys in preseason and in training camp that are more highly touted. And I'll just leave it at that. But nonetheless, if Matt Waletzko proves that he got stronger, the injury situation is behind him, there's something there, and I'll leave the ceiling at this. There's something there for him to be a valuable swing tackle. Hopefully left tackle, because there's a different conversation we'll have later. But a valuable swing tackle. So there's something there with Matt Waletzko. I don't know necessarily that he'll see the field this year, depending on what they decide to do with Tyler Smith, and we'll get to that later. But if you have to, and this is very early, we're talking about July 5th here, man. Y'all ain't even really seen him out there. None of us have. We just got preseason tape and reports that we've heard. If you had to put a number on it, though, your confidence level in Matt Waletzko having to step in at left tackle during the season, between 1 and 10.